Hello, my strong friends. Hopefully you guys are all doing well amidst the craziness that is coronavirus, social distancing, and in some cases quarantining. I know on our end, obviously we feel blessed because I'm filming this in a private gym that I could be the only person working out here, but I want to make sure that my viewers, my strong friends, and of course all my lifters on Stronger by the Day have some solid strength-based workouts so that they don't feel like they're losing anything by missing out in the gym. Obviously, it sucks. We all want to be in the gym lifting heavy weights, but this is just a chance to work on some weaknesses, incorporate some new movements, maybe get outside, go on a run, spend time with family if you're lucky enough to be able to do that, and of course, sleep. We should all be sleeping a lot more than what we have been, okay? So I'm just trying to see the positive in this, and I wanna make sure that you are doing that as well. So I know what I can do is provide you guys with some good body weight workouts or some little to no equipment workouts. So that's what we're doing today. This one is taken from Stronger by the Day. We're offering all of our existing members and any new members the option to either have our regular program, which includes our full gym workout, or at-home bodyweight options. So like we always do, this will not just be a handful of workouts, it's gonna be a program that progresses over time. So if you're in need of one, Stronger by the Day is always there. It's only $8 a month. So, or you can just follow this one first and see if you like it. Okay, bodyweight workout, let's go. This workout will be a full body workout, and our bodyweight workouts that are on Stronger by the Day will also be full body as well. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna hit glutes today first, and then we'll move through a series of different exercises. So the first one is a glute bridge. You're gonna do 12 reps of your glute bridge, and then you're gonna do 12 abductions after you finish the first 12. And so, okay, I'll just go. Throughout the entire movement for all 24 reps, keep thinking about pressing into your band and maintaining some tension into that band.
Yeah, Meg.
And then we're gonna do abductions. So we're going to abduct 12 reps. You're just doing small pulses. So you wanna make sure when you transition to doing the pulses after your first 12 reps to keep the bridge position and keep thinking about lifting your hips. You don't want to sag while you're doing those pulses. All right, you guys, this next one is a superset. We're gonna start with sissy squats. This is one of the hardest body weight movements I can think of. I came into the office to show you how you could do this outside of a gym. Basically, you wanna get by a door jamb will be good. You just wanna use this as some support. So I just have my hand here. And what we're gonna do is kind of get up on our toes, and we're going to try and minimize any hip bend, but bend at the knee and move your knees forward. And you want your torso, while you're doing that, to stay in a straight line. So I want to try and minimize any bend here and try to get my quads doing all the work. So the rep range is gonna be really low. It's an option to go 6 to 10 reps. So let's see if I can get 6 in. Oh God. So as you can see, I'm struggling, and I've been working those into my regular programming in general. So this is a great exercise for your quads. One of the hardest things you can do for a body weight movement. All right, you wanna superset the sissy squats with a reverse lunge. Our rep scheme is gonna be higher, like I mentioned already. So we're doing 20 reps each side.
Nice, that was really good.
Okay. All right, you guys, next up we have a tri-set, or a giant set. So we have 3 exercises, and you're going to do 1 exercise at a time, 1 set at a time, and then rest. So no rest in between these 3. That's important because when you're using less resistance, we wanna try to minimize the amount of rest that we're doing. Hopefully that makes it so that your allotted workout time ends up being a little bit less than what it would be in a gym. And maybe you can then work on some cardio, some mobility, do some yoga. Start working on things that you felt like in the past you haven't been able to do. So the first exercise is an ab wheel rollout. I know a lot of people will have something like this at home, but if you don't, you can use something like a towel and use a towel on a hardwood or like a tile floor, a kitchen floor, and use that kind of soft towel as it slides to do like a fallout. Or you can mimic the movement, but just do a slow walkout. So it's gonna be pretty easy, obviously, while you're here, but it'll start to get really hard as you get farther and farther away. You wanna make sure you're just taking small little steps. This is about my limit, and then I'm going to slowly step my hands back out, or back in rather. So those are 2 substitutions that you can use if you don't have this. These are usually like $10, $15 on Amazon. I know a lot of gyms, they're selling out, or a lot of Amazon retailers are selling out of equipment because a lot of people have the same idea. So no, if you don't have this, it's not, you can substitute. Okay, so when I'm doing my ab wheel rollout, I'm gonna try to minimize any hip hinge that I have here. That's something that I'm personally working on. So I'll try to squeeze my butt, keep my core tight, and my ribs down. Okay.
Good.
8.
Good job.
Our next exercise is a suitcase carry. This is something that we usually do with a dumbbell or a kettlebell and carry it to our side. A lot of you guys will not be training with dumbbells and kettlebells over the next little bit. So I hope, I mean, you could literally use a suitcase.
Yes, you could.
Maybe more of you have a book bag or a backpack. Ryan makes fun of me when I say book bag. But this literally is a book bag because my resistance are books. And they're my personal training and like nutrition education books. So we're putting those to even more use than what they gave me originally. So I've got this full of books. Imagine this is like over 35 pounds right now. And so with the suitcase carry, what I'm gonna do is bend down and pick it up. And when you're doing this, you're just gonna walk. And you might have limited space. Maybe you can do this exercise outside, but more than likely you have limited space. So that's good with this exercise because you're not going for distance, you're not going for amount of steps, you're going for time. So we usually recommend our lifters to go super slow with the suitcase carry anyway and count their time. It's a time under tension exercise, it's not a distance exercise. Sorry, Ryan almost tripped. So,
nah, I'm good.
What you wanna do with the suitcase carry is find a space that you can take a few steps in, and then you can turn or switch. Just make sure that you're trying to keep your core straight up and down, keep it vertically. Don't kind of accommodate for the resistance by shifting your shoulders. So we wanna stay stacked, we wanna stay strong. I could probably go a little heavier, add a few more books to this, or maybe like a gallon of water, and complete your suitcase carry in a smaller amount of space.
Can I add a cue?
Yeah.
When you're standing here, the goal with yours is to have, when she says stacked, is to think of your torso as a rectangle, square hips, square shoulders, boxing out the torso. You're not tipping, because you could be horizontal on both, but completely just shifted and offset. Yes. So stay nice.
Good tip.
and square.
Yeah, if you're looking for more ideas on heavy carries, that's awesome because a lot of you may not be in heavily populated areas. So it is still safe for you to go outside into a park, especially if there's not many people there, or walk on your sidewalk. Hopefully we'll be good to do that for the next little bit. You could carry your suitcase or your book bag in so many ways. You could walk down the street or the driveway, carrying it one way, do that for a set, carry it another way, do that for a set, carry it another way, do that for a set, and so on. I wanna see you guys able to carry some heavy shit for a longer amount of time and in a controlled manner at the end of our social distancing period. I think that would be great. Okay, this is the last of our giant set. Remember, we had the ab wheel rollouts or walkouts, and then we have the suitcase carry. Next is a bear crawl. Again, same thing as a suitcase carry. This is gonna be a exercise that we're counting for quality reps for a specific amount of time. So don't go crazy bear crawling all over the place. This is a core exercise. You're gonna start in a quadruped position and then lift your knees. Make sure that you're trying to stay as even through the weight in your hands and in your feet. And I'm going to one hand and one foot at a time. Slowly take some steps. So, if I were in a huge gym, I mean I am right now, but if I were not able to go the distance of this gym, what I would do is take a few steps forward, take a few steps backward. Take a few steps forward, take a few steps backward. Set a timer on your phone and do this for, I think it's 30 to 40 seconds. When you're doing your bear crawl, I know we all know the yoga cat, cow, is that how it goes? I know we know those, but what you want to try to do is tuck your pelvis and then tuck your ribs down. So when I do that, I'm activating my core already just by staying on all fours. Then when you add some instability, your core has to be even stronger, and then even more instability as we're slowly taking steps. All right, we're moving on to our last superset of the workout. We're almost done. We're gonna start off with ITYWs. This is a great shoulder health exercise, so if you've been neglecting that as well, this is a good opportunity for you. We're gonna get prone on the floor, face down, lift your chin just a little bit so you're comfortable, and then we're going to mimic the name of the letter. So we have our I, and start with our I, and we're gonna do 6 reps each. Move out to T. Then we're to Y. And W. With all of these, you want to just make sure that your scapula is retracted and think about pinching a penny with the middle of your back. So try to think when you're doing each rep, think about pinching that penny right in the middle of your spine. All right, so we're supersetting those ITYWs with a delt variation. So we're gonna do something similar to a lateral delt, but since most of you guys probably don't have dumbbells at your houses, we're gonna use a book in a reusable bag. You can use a plastic bag if you have those. Tie it in a knot and use the handle to hold on. And we're going to complete a lateral raise and hold it for 40 seconds. On second thought, we're getting nervous that this is too hard, but
well, you can scale down. You could use a water bottle, a can of soup.
You guys will be fine. This is kind of heavy. This is probably like 7 pounds.
You want a 5-pound dumbbell?
No, I got this. Okay.
Do you? 3, 2, 1, go.
Easy.
You're...
Am I halfway? Just kidding. Oh shit.
10 seconds.
Oh, I got this.
Halfway.
Oh, I got this. No problem. Next week we're doing 50 seconds.
Is that right?
Let me just look at, oh.
30 seconds.
Delt's popping.
Almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1. Done. Other arm.
What?
Well, that's that one of the superset, and you were talking.
Ready?
Go.
It is pretty hard though, I won't lie.
And you're coming into this straight from the ITYWs, usually with less talking than you did.
Yeah, I was talking in a lot of my other sets, but not this one.
And we got 3 rounds of this superset. We're past halfway.
Okay. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. Oh God. I'm trying to keep my elbow.
10 seconds.
straight.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booyah.
I would have dropped it, but this is my CSCS book that I'm studying for next, so I don't want to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want or need more ideas like this. I will try to upload as many as we possibly can here and on Instagram, of course. Check out my page at Make Squats on Instagram, and check out our Strong Friends page on Instagram. We've been giving out more free resources, ideas on how to cope, and yeah, we're all just trying to do our best. I'm staying positive. I think it's best if we all stay positive. But just try to do what we can to minimize the impact here in the United States and in the rest of the world, of course. In trying to stay positive, we can look at this when it comes to the gym, because I know that's a solace for so many of you. Just try to look at our disadvantages with equipment as an opportunity to work on something else, like core strength, learn the splits, get sick push-up gains. I wanna see people doing like 1-arm push-ups by the end of this. I want to see you doing L-sits for holds for long periods of times. I want to see you doing 1-arm planks for long periods of time. I think if we can all focus on small skills like that, we can come back and have a whole, you could possibly get really strong in your core and come back to a crazy new squat and a new feeling once you finally get back under the barbells. Let's stay optimistic, let's stay positive, and just do all that we can to continue to stay fit and healthy and strong. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, we got this.